Well, the Camaro looks a lot better than that old beat-up cop car in the shop. Hey, welcome to Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com. Brian, sophisticated service. It's all about the fluids and the technology on today's cars, man. That's important.
It really is. You know, some of the basic service remains the same as it's always been. But all season long, we've been talking technology and sensors and engine management, inputs and outputs. And when you stop and think about the fluids and all the technology going on here behind the scenes, it's worthy of a conversation because you got to get these vital fluids right. They so much of the time, they take mechanical action, turn it into hydraulic action, back to mechanical action. It matters more than ever, man.
Boy, it does. Everybody knows how to do an oil change or maybe even a transmission fluid flush, but you know, this is important, getting that right fluid. Even more importantly, Brian, we'll go over all this, but you have to check it on a car, and there's proper techniques to do that as well.
Well, that's the great news. There's tools to even check for acidic content in various fluids. So I'm going to go check some antifreeze, oil, transmission fluid, you name it, even brake fluid. So I'm going to get to it.
Yeah, you know what? While he's doing that, take a look at this first graphic right here. This is actually our Camaro. Now, there's a lot of service going on in this graphic. Just take a look at the check marks. We don't need to go through all of them, but it is important, especially on today's cars. Now, why? Let's start right here with oil and work our way down. Well, you can see I got some 50 weight and some 0 W20. Now, that's kind of weird, 0 weight oil. I know Brian and I, like the old school guys, hey, let's dump some thicker oil in there. It'll fix everything. No, not the case anymore, and I'll show you why. First of all, what's viscosity? Well, check this out. I got some 50 weight in this one, and I got the 0 W20 over here. So when I drop these balls in the little beakers, we can watch it go down. You see the one there with the 0? It's actually flowing. It's nice and cold. Bam, it's going down. The 50 weight, well, it's taking a little while to get down there. That's the difference in the viscosity. Now, what does that matter? Well, check it out. Variable valve timing, man. It has to run all these little solenoids in here. It has to move this back and forth. If it's too thick, it's not going to do its job. Also, right here on the table, this is a solenoid that it has to pass through. You can see the little actual filter that it has to pass through. That starts getting clogged up, the technology's not going to work. Direct injection, the pressure of the actual fuel pump driving on this oil is breaking it down. I mean, the ball hasn't even made it yet. Big difference between the oils and the oil filter. Make sure you keep it clean. It's just a filter media in there. You have to go ahead and change that every time as well. Super important. Clean oil matters and the right oil matters. Now let's talk a little bit about brake fluids. They've changed as well. You have .3, .4, and .5.1. They're all glycol based, so the higher the number kind of supersedes the other one. It's a higher boiling point. On the other hand, there's .5. Now that's an actual silicone base. They're not interchangeable. Why is that important? Well, look at our little cutaway here. All these seals inside of here are compatible to the fluid that you're using. So if these start to swell up or bleed by in the master cylinder, bam, it's going to bleed by every time. Once it does that, well, your brake's going to go to the floor. You're going to get brake fade. It's a problem. Use the right fluid. Well, we talk about this one all the time. This is coolants, man. I love my little collage of fluids here. We use this a lot because it's important. It really demonstrates the difference of the coolants. There's Asian coolants, import coolants, there's all kinds of extra life coolant and regular coolant. So you want to use the manufacturers. Why? Once again, I'm not just throwing this out there. I want you to look inside this hose right here. So if I pull this hose open, although it feels good and it looks good, inside, no, it's gone. It's all shot, it's rotted away. You're going to have a problem. You can't mix these. They turn into a gel. You ruin the coolant system. You start overheating your car. Catastrophic failure. Over here with power steering fluid, what's the big deal? Different makes, different models. You have little veins inside of here. They pop out. The clearances have gotten tighter through the years. Once those clearances get tighter, you need the right fluid. Fuel filters. Well, you see my fuel filter right here. If you have one, there's a clean one and a dirty one. We start restricting fuel flow. Maybe even on a new car, you start having the fuel filter built into the tank on the fuel assembly. You may not even have one, but if you have one, service it and keep it right. Transmission, on the other hand, here we go again. Man, Mercron, Dextron, 7, 6, 5, what? Use the manufacturer's service manual calls for. Service it, put a new filter in there while you're underneath the car. Do it right. Getting over to the actual differential. Once again, if I have a differential in my car, do I have an open differential or do I have a limited slip? It makes a difference. Gear oil, or am I getting some kind of traction here? Traction control. For the clutch packs, I can wipe out a differential in a heartbeat. And it's also important to say, if you're dealing with the CVT transmission, a continuous variable transmission, well, you really have to use the right fluids. And getting over here, man, the car is 5 or 6 years old. Rock Auto carries AGM batteries. Start thinking about putting a battery in there. there, it's probably time, and it's time to put a battery in there, keep it cleaned and maintained. And something else a lot of people don't think about. We actually had a TPMS light on this car, and you know, it's getting to be 5, 6, 7 years old. The battery life's only good about 5 or 6 or 7 years old. So we just replaced them as a whole set. The tire pressure monitors, TPMS monitors in all the tires, sensing the tire pressure. That's important. We're actually going to have to relearn it, use our ATEC tool to do that in segment 2 when we get past the commercial. But more importantly, this is awesome, but Brian's hard at work checking the fluids. Let's check in with him.
Guys, fluid technology is more complex and more important than ever. We're going to start here at the cooling system. We're going to look at oil, and we're going to ultimately look at brake fluid. We'll even talk training fluid. Now, first step is with a cold engine, cold to the touch, you can go ahead and take a sample from your cooling system. You may have a reservoir that you can get into. I'm going to start with this because it's about 2 minutes on the test strip for this thing to mature and give us the read. What we're looking for is heavy metals in this system. You think about all the cooling passages within the engine, all the different metals, magnesium, aluminum, you name it, in there, water pump and bearings. When that stuff degrades over time, then you can get heavy metals introduced into the system. I'm going to set this here, and we're going to come back to it in just a moment, and we'll do a little comparison. While you're here, let me button this back up. While you're here, check your radiator hoses, upper and lower. You're just checking to make sure they're supple. There's no wrinkles. That coolant can flow when it gets hot and it expands. These actually look pretty good. It's a 5-year-old car. Let's move over here to the oil. Okay, so GM fans, Dexos, you've seen that before. We're not going to get too deep there. But you want to make sure you have the right type of oil and the right amount of oil. We talk about that all the time. How do you check that? Well, when you drain the oil, if you want to get a little crazy and put a magnet down there at the drain pan plug, you can look for fragmentation, any kind of signs that there's degradation and erosion in the oil pan. Or you can come up here and check the dipstick itself. Now, what are you looking for? You're looking to make sure that you can see through to that dipstick, that oil's golden brown enough, not solid black, that you can see it. Believe it or not, you want to smell it. And while it doesn't smell like the cookies in the kitchen, you can tell if it smells burnt. This is actually pretty good shape. I'm guessing toward the end of the life cycle. I'd check mileage here, but it's not burnt or spent. Let's go back in here and move back to the brake fluid. All right, when you think about what an ABS module does, the massive pressure it pumps for it to do its thing, you want this brake fluid doing everything it can to help you get stopped. Anytime you're opening up a master cylinder, I like to wipe it down first with a rag, get the dust, dirt, and contamination off there. That way none of that's going to make its way into the system. What we're going to check for here is the moisture content, the water content in the brake fluid. Brake fluid is hygroscopic, really fancy word with a lot of syllables to say it likes to draw in water. With this particular gauge, we put the probes down in and we check, and we're less than 1% water content in here. Certainly that is within spec. We don't need to change that. So those are some of the basics. Transmission fluid, also really important to check. You want to see if it smells burnt. If it's a dark burgundy or has a gel kind of configuration to it on the dipstick. On our Camaro, it's sealed. We would do that from underneath at the drain plug pan. All right, let's come back here and compare. Looking at the coolant, we're going to try to compare colors here and see where we are. Heavy metal content here is right around between 150 and 200 is a good guesstimate. That's within spec, but I'll tell you what, next big service stop, I think we should change this coolant. So that's a little bit about the vital fluids. They are critically important. You can do this in your driveway or in your garage. Stay with us on Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com.